So the MPR rate was increased by 50 basis points. The CRR was retained at 45%, and the liquidity ratio at 30%, and the CRR for merchant banks was retained at 14%. So before these decisions were arrived at, the MPC members discussed extensively for 2 days the macroeconomic environment, looking at the 4 sectors of the economy: the fiscal sector, the monetary sector, the external sector, and the financial markets. And it was really a tough debate because the management of the bank and the MPC members are mindful of the current situation in the country. So on the back of that, we decided, the committee decided to hike the rate by 50 basis points because, as you know, the last inflation figures that came out, inflation had inched up from over 33% to 34.19%, which is quite high, and the drivers of is food inflation, and food inflation is something that has impact on everybody in the country. So in order to curb that food inflation, that was the rider to why that decision was taken. And you know, as theory says, inflation is when you have too much money chasing too little goods. So the challenge we're having is monetary policy alone cannot handle inflation, cannot address inflationary pressures. We would need the fiscal authorities also to chip in, do their own bit. There are structural issues in the economy. We have insecurity in the economy. We have everywhere. When we looked at the report, in every sector, especially the areas, the regions where food are grown predominantly, you have insecurity there. You have banditry, you have insurgency, we have kidnapping. Farmers are afraid to go to the farms because of the fear of being kidnapped. So it's a collaborative effort to address this. So now the tools that the central bank has to address inflation is for us to use our own policies, which we have control over. So that is the basis.